Coach, thank you guys so much for coming out. Just start us with a general opening statement about where the program's at and introduce us to the two young men that you brought with you.
I'll start by saying this MTXE. We're working hard, mental toughness, extra effort is what that stands for. That's what we're gonna go by this year. In the past years, it hasn't been so good. So there's no pressure on Old Brook Road either. So, we plan to, surprise some people. We plan to show up and compete. I have Jordan Johnson. He's gonna be playing tight end, flex wide receiver, defensive end for us, and Tayshawn Eberhardt. He'll be playing quarterback one and cornerback one for us.
The new helmets are fresh, by the way.
Hey man, appreciate it. A lot of thought.
And Coach, talk about your team's identity.
So I played at Virginia State under Latrell Scott, and when he came in, we were 4-16. We bickered with each other. We weren't really a team, is what I say. And after we won the CIAA championship, our second year there, had that mishap with Winston, but he looked at us and said, you're a bunch of ragtag guys, but you're a championship ragtag bunch of guys. So, I'm looking at my team the same way. This is a great opportunity, hands down, it hasn't been good in the past, but, we aim to change that very quickly.
Coach, you came from Huguenot, you worked under Scott. The two programs couldn't be more different right now.
For sure.
How has it been taking over a program after being at a place that was having so much success?
Chaotic. As a first year head coach, some of the things that you don't see as an assistant coach, they peek their head and you have to learn on the fly. But you say that these programs are different, but a lot of people forget that when we arrived at Huguenot, we were 1-9. So this group was 1-9 last year. The second year at Huguenot, or the first year at Huguenot, we ended up 8-3, and we gave Verona a run for their money. That's the stance that I'm taking. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but we can do it.
Should have actually won that game, Coach.
For sure. They still owe us one.
Question for both players: what have y'all seen just in terms of the culture that Coach has instituted so far that's maybe different from years past that y'all are feeling positive about?
I would like to say the intensity is very much higher in practice, and they continue to push us every day, and we compete.
I see. I don't really like what to say. Could you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, what have you seen in terms of just the messaging, the culture from Coach so far that you've liked and that you feel positive about heading into the season?
Copying what he said, we compete a lot. We plan on turning this whole program around from being 1-9 to probably being 7-3 or something.
Coach, again, I get real sentimental when it comes to the city school program. Me being a city kid, I went to Henderson Middle School, supposed to go to John Marshall, but I actually didn't. But I'm from that North Side community, so I know what it means, to the community when it comes to football and sports in general. How has the community involvement been since you took over the program? I know there's an adjustment and everything like that, but football, regardless of where it is now, it's big in North Side.
Sure.
The school, the joy and the pride of the North Side, that's what it means. So what have you seen from the community?
Community's been, they've embraced me with open arms. I'm not from here, I know a report went out, said I'm, Richmond's own. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia. But in that, community is big in my hometown as well. So, we've taken pictures in the community. We've gotten out and spoken with, alumni. Alumni has donated. We had, like a water drive, protein shake drive. and man, I got water up to my ceiling in my office. You know, so you know they've shown out for us, and we plan to show out for them.
That's good, man. Anything you guys need, just, you know,
For sure.
just keep doing it, man, because.
Saturdays at noon. We needed to be like a block party.
Yeah,
That's it.
John Marsh has
For
a
sure.
big community, so just so you know, reach out to the alumni because
For sure.
for that community, we need that.
For sure.
We need that.
And you know, I always told people like this, you know, we see what's going on at Cool Lane. We see what's going on Forest Hill. TJ, you know, the city schools are back. And, you know, we just gonna add on to that. You know, this is just, you know, the start of it. We're gonna look good and we're gonna show up and play on Saturdays at noon at Lou Anderson Stadium.
Okay. Good job.
For the players, what want to throw one on any teammates? You're all in off-season workouts so far that you're really excited to see this season. That you feel like when you watch him practice and you feel like he's set to have a big year. Who aren't here today?
Just repeat that, please.
Yeah, any teammates who aren't here today that you're really excited about that have impressed you in off-season workouts?
I have a person, like a slot, my friend, Mikael Parson. He is one of the best players on the team around us, and I think he's going to have a breakout year just also.
Me personally, Zamir Mills, very, very good role player, very good leader. Brings the intensity up, brings people up when they're down. I see a lot of him. I feel like he's going to go a long way.